If I gave you the choice to either buy 30 Lamborghinis or help save the lives of 10,000 people in 1 year, which would you choose?
3, 2, 1.
We decided to do this. Cue the epic highlight reel of the year.
We started this mission in Khayelitsha, South Africa, where we found an orphanage that was in desperate need of our help because it was at risk of being closed down.
They started back then. I saved more than 5,330 children. Those children would be dead. But we keep on opening the doors, knowing that maybe someone will come to our rescue. Like peace, philanthropy.
So we spent the next 6 months working tirelessly
By rebuilding 12 new homes with an ongoing supply of fresh food, as well as a brand new playground.
while the orphanage was being built. We began our next project where we gave away 20,000 pairs of shoes to kids in Africa.
Peace Philanthropy, what you have done here at my school is absolutely amazing.
Darren then flew to the Hopi Reservation in Arizona, where he met with Wendy.
There are over 10,000 members of the Hopi tribe.
These people don't have very much, but they're some of the most generous people you'll ever meet.
The Hopi tribe is situated hundreds of miles away from the closest quality clothing and food stores, which is bad because the winters here get freezing cold, and they need all the help they can get to stay warm and put food on the table.
When we realized just how difficult it was for them to get access to these basic necessities, we decided to donate over $2.7 million of clothing.
It was amazing. Our kids, our people are just so happy.
Thank you, Mr. Beast.
We then found out that there is an abnormally high number of amputees throughout Cambodia. So we partnered with Exceed Worldwide to give away 2,000 prosthetic limbs.
What we've experienced is that it's so much more than a limb. We're giving back people their independence, but most important, I realize that we're giving them back their dignity and their self-esteem.
I'm really thank you.
Darren and Dan then flew to a remote island in Colombia where they capsized a boat and fell in a river filled with
Crocodiles.
While they were there, they built a solar grid which gave the island electricity and Wi-Fi for the first time, which will give the kids on the island the ability to access education online. We also built a bakery to empower the woman in this community, which from day one was a hit. We then traveled to Kenya, where fresh drinking water is extremely
I
scarce.
am a father of 6 children and I want to be the best father of all. That's why I work so hard to maintain my bread. My bicycle, it has no gears. One of the pedals are not there. The brakes are not 100% working. Sometimes I think if I could take motorbike engine and put to my bicycle, my life could be easier.
So with the help of electric e-bikes, we were able to provide Mr. Barasa and 1,000 other people with free electric bicycles.
We have made work easier.
It's so easy to ride.
Darren and Dan then traveled to the Cure Children's Hospital in the Philippines, where we were able to provide 160 kids with life-changing surgeries.
This little girl has just got her cast off and she's learning to walk for the first time ever with her straight legs. The magnitude of the surgeries that these kids are getting from Cure for free will change their lives. And the fact that Beast Philanthropy can come in here and help Cure provide care to some of these kids is something that's going to affect me and stay with me for the rest of my life.
The construction of the orphanage in South Africa was now complete, and it was time to surprise Mama Rosie and the kids. Mama Rosie also told us about a boy named Yamkala who left the orphanage 14 years ago with the dreams of becoming a musician. However, he was struggling to make money and practice his craft, working full-time at the airport.
It kills me knowing that I'm doing something that I'm not into, and there is something that I want to do that I really love, but I cannot do it.
So we decided to surprise Yamkala with a brand new top-of-the-range acoustic guitar, as well as award him a full scholarship to the best music school in the country.
See you in a year.
The team then flew to Thailand, a country with over 2 million stray and disabled dogs, to meet with Michael and help him rescue as many dogs as possible, where we helped thousands of dogs run for the very first time. As well as give Michael a brand new rescue van, state-of-the-art gas machine, and a brand new ambulance.
Really happy.
Darren then received this video from a TikToker named Dora Muno.
Peace Philanthropy, please help me save our village. Our kids need you.
So Darren immediately flew to Dora's sanctuary in Zambia, which had absolutely no electricity and is located in a dangerous area with high rates of domestic violence.
It became evident that the lack of electricity was holding them back and severely curtailing Dora's ability to help develop this village to what its potential could be.
Having to wake up thinking, what will these kids eat? That is still very difficult to do each and every day.
So we came up with a plan to use the direct sunlight and scorching heat to our advantage by installing a massive solar grid that will provide electricity to the entire village. It was then time to turn on the lights, and the kids couldn't contain their excitement.
Mateo, turn on the lights! And we have lights! Yeah, man!
We then found out about a college kid in Philadelphia that is rescuing thousands of pounds of food every month because of his school meal swipes.
I originally started just as a student with leftover meal swipes in my dining account, and I realized as I was getting close to the end of the term, I have 50 meals left that I know I'm not going to be able to use, and I just had a pit in my stomach thinking about all of those meals going to waste.
So Darren flew there to meet him and help expand his operation to a national scale.
After witnessing everything that Evan had done to help this community, it didn't take but an hour to know that we had committed to partnering with Sharing Access to help them achieve their goal of feeding as many people as possible.
And with our help, Sharing Access were able to open an operation at
Hunts Point Produce Market, the largest produce market in the world in New York City. And that operation is going to be 3 times larger than the one that we have in Philly.
Next, Darren and Dan traveled to the heart of Cameroon, where thousands of children at this school have to share a single toilet and have lessons in these derelict and dilapidated classrooms.
These conditions had no dignity. These conditions would not make a child believe that the future is bright.
Once we saw this, we knew we had to do something, so almost immediately we started drawing up plans to begin construction.
And a few months later, the brand new classrooms were built, just in time to surprise the kids before they returned from their holidays. Lastly, we flew to Nepal for a secret project that will be revealed next year. But on that mission, Dan and Darren went to 21,000 feet high to Mount Everest to sign out this video where the altitude made Dan very loopy.
Darren and I are at the highest point we've ever been together.
It's been one hell of a year. You know, we've been working together just 1 year. And look where we are, on top of the world, literally and figuratively. And I wouldn't share this experience with anybody else, man.
Send this to any billionaires you know and tell them to stop buying cars and instead help people.